Thank you very much. All right, back on the hangar. Back at the hangar. Back in the base, Fort Zancudo. Oh, coming through. Coming through. I rent the hangar, it's okay. All right, here should be good. Oh, I thought I was over there. I guess not. But you're right here. Hello there, everybody. I'm the Missing Sock. Welcome back for more Grand Theft Auto Online. So here we are, like I said, at Fort Zancudo Air Base, at the hangar. And today we're going to finally get ready our B-11 Strikeforce. Yeah, that's why I got my B-Team van out here. So the B-Team sometimes needs air support. And the B-Team would like an A-10 Warthog, but unfortunately we don't get one. We get a B-11. But we have to make do. So, and they're pretty cool too, actually, from what I hear. So let's bring them up and have a look here. So you find that under Warthog Cash and Carry, like my shirt. Just like the shirt I'm wearing, right here. Only seats one, unfortunately. All right, the B-11 Strikeforce. In these days of high payload drones and live combat autopilot, the fine art of low altitude close air support is dying. But for those who still care about the personal touch, the B-11 Strikeforce is here to help you deliver. This masterpiece was built to walk one very fine line. High enough to dodge the rippling inferno of its own explosive cannon fire, but low enough to see the looks on their faces. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have a look at this. So we don't need to buy it because I've already bought one. I bought it on Christmas Eve. Some people might remember, I think it was in like a news video or an update video, but it's been sitting there for us for a little while, so I finally got to get it ready. So yeah, I bought it on sale and it was 30% off at the time, so I paid $2,660,000. So not a bad deal at the time. Hopefully they'll have it on sale again soon. They haven't done a after hours week yet, so that's part of these weeks that they've been doing recently. So hopefully they'll do an after hours week soon too. Yep, and it is part of the after hours DLC, obviously. All right, let's head inside. Too bad we can't bring our van in. Be nice if we had a single parking spot inside there. I think they should give us one. Along with making the bunker parking spot a permanent parking spot, that'd be nice too. Doing the double load thing that it sometimes does here these days. There she is, in stock. Now I've just left it here. I've barely even looked at it. Whenever I did, it was like, oh, it looks so good. So it looks great in stock. Looks just like, kind of like an A-10 Warthog. Yep, so as you guys can tell, it's based on the real-life A-10 Thunderbolt II, otherwise known as the Warthog, and also the Northrop Grumman YA9. So, yeah, the YA9, interestingly enough, the YA9 and the Thunderbolt competed for the same position, and in the end, the Thunderbolt won. So Rockstar's take is kind of giving it both. So the YA9 tail kind of is on there, right around here. You can kind of see that if you looked at pictures online. It's not really needed, though. It's mainly an A-10, more or less, overall. But it's kind of interesting that they put the combination of the two that competed together. Yep, there's our gun right there. Oh, see if I can get it. Yep. Warning, gun will fire if rotated by hand. And in real life, they will do that, apparently. So all it takes is rotating that for it to fire. Yeah, the famous Burt gun. Let's stick it outside in stock. So I literally have not even flown it once. I've saved it for all of us. Yep, she's a medium aircraft as far as your hangar is concerned, so she fits a medium-sized slot. Yeah, and I don't think you'd want to leave it stock either. We'll take it out anyway. Big turning radius. Takes off really easy though. Yeah, real easy. Yeah, so in real life this is a ground support aircraft. So a very different kind of aircraft. A lot of jet fighters fly by so fast that they never really get to see their target, you know. And because of that, it's very hard for a lot of those jet fighters to support ground troops or other ground forces because they really, you know, like they're more likely, it's possible that they'll hurt their own friendly forces as well as the enemy. Now, in something like this, you can kind of hover. And the idea is that you could find out where your forces are. You know, say they're on one side of this river, and it could come in on the other. You know, And that's really more or less what it was designed to do. Be a tank of the skies.
Proceed to hangar.
Very cool. Yep, no real options on it right now. Just the gun. I could fire the gun, but it's not upgraded or anything. As soon as I put those wheels down, she wants to slow down quite a bit. Let's have a look inside the cockpit. Nice cockpit layout. We have altitude there. Airspeed. Vertical speed. Airspeed. Where's our altitude? Altitude's right there. Yeah. So altitude and I guess our little compass altimeter. And then underneath that, airspeed and vertical speed. Let's head back to the hangar. It does have a bomb bay, but no bomb bay stock. There was the Burt gun. That's okay. We'll hear it some more in a moment. Let's get this painted and upgraded. Get some missiles on there. Oh, we do have missiles. I thought we had to upgrade those. Wow, that's a bonus. Most vehicles you have to spend extra money on that. That's even better. Alright, so let's modify it. Charlie. Yes, this one has lots of room for improvement. Alright, armor for 50,000. So apparently this is pretty tough, being a tank of the skies, and in real life they kind of did a little bit of that for Rockstar's part, for our in-game world here. And basically it usually takes about 2 RPGs or 5 explosive sniper rounds, which is pretty good. Yeah. So for an aircraft anyway. Now that we've upgraded the armor anyway. Alright, bombs. I do hear that they've made them better in the past, or some people think so. But generally you never want gas. It's kind of a waste of money. Incendiary does cause fires, but fires don't really kill people. You know, maybe if they're running around on the field and they can't get away and there's a grass fire or something. The cluster bombs do work. They have more clusters and more explosives. But a lot of people find the clusters are weaker, little tiny explosives than using the regular explosive. So some people argue that the regular, cheaper explosive is the best bomb. But that's debatable. I think in many ways this is your better vehicle one, the irregular explosive, and cluster's your better anti-personnel. But I'm going to go with explosive. I usually like that one, most of my other aircraft. Countermeasures. Alright, chaff and flare. Those are your main 2 choices. So we've talked about this on other ones. So it's really up to you guys which one you think is better. Generally speaking, for most PvPers would think that the chaff is the better choice. And I think I'm going to pick that right now. 70,000. Yeah. So chaffs basically stop anyone from being able to lock onto you. So if they're trying to fire missiles at you, it stops the lock on. Now, unfortunately, the catch is you need to press your chaff before they fire their missile. So if they've already fired at you, it's kind of too late. But if you fire your chaff before they've locked on, you can stop them from locking on at all. And it can stop all kinds of missiles from locking onto you, basically. And you'll know what I mean in a second because of the flare. We're going to talk about that for a second. Flares you get more of. Cost a tiny bit more, but you get more flares. And flares are kind of good in the sense that they're guaranteed to take out one missile. So you drop a flare, it stops a missile. And you know, usually you would think flares are better. And they are good for being lazy that way. One flare is always good for one missile. Unfortunately, though, people can fire many missiles at you. You know, if they're coming at you with certain vehicles, they can fire 4 or 5 missiles at once, more or less, and the flare just can't keep up with that. And that's why chaff is good, because you can stop them from locking on at all for all their shots. So it's up to you which one you guys want to go with. I'm going to go with chaff for now myself. I personally think the Rockstar should change this and some of the other loadouts to be much cheaper so that you can change them back and forth at will without it costing too much. And then in the end, they would get more money from us and we'd be happier. You know, just for 20 grand or 10 grand, I could change it back and forth. I think that would be better. All right, engine level 4, 33,500. Now she's fastest that she can be. Speaking of speed, and I go by Bruffy 1322's testing. He does excellent testing. It's hard to test these vehicles accurately in the game. But for the aircraft testing, that's roughly out of 36 planes. This comes in 16th place in top speed and 15th place in lap speed, in your turn radius and stuff, which is pretty good. So roughly it goes about 163 miles per hour if it had an in real life kind of clock to it. Yeah. Now keep in mind a lot of those testing are done just simply. You can get the plane going faster by diving and doing other things like that, but that's not really its base speed. But a lot of these vehicles can go a little faster than what they tell you by doing maneuvers and things like that. So handling. All right. And smooth, sport, and race handling. Now, we've talked about this on other aircraft before, that smooth handling kind of is, as it describes, smooth handling. Now, sport handling is kind of in between the two, so we'll go right to race handling here. Race handling is kind of like your sportier handling, so it kind of flips and flops the plane a lot easier. Now, a lot of new pilots, inexperienced pilots, may not like that. Because you can crash a lot easier. But if you're used to flying, like I am, and you want it to be able to turn as fast as possible, and you like to flip and flop your plane as often as possible to use those kinds of maneuvers to your advantage, then you might want race handling. Yeah. And if you can't decide or want the best of both worlds, sport handling. So I'm going to go race handling, 35,000. All right, our liveries. And then our respray. That's it. So our liveries. So it has the hog. Yep. An ode to its Warthog heritage. The snake. That's kind of cool. Yep. And the shark. And generally the liveries are all the same, as you can tell on the rest of it, like the same stars and everything. As I go through them, it's just the nose and the tip that's changing. Oh, and there is some numbers on the back that's changing too. It says shark and whatnot. Kind of. The bunny. Oh, that's got to be very popular. And it changes your engine back here to being different colored too. To being pink. Camo shark. Very cool. Camo hog. Woodland camo hog. White tipped hog. And the white tipped hog does have white tips. Camo snake. Camo. So there's no face at all in this one. Just straight camo. Stealth camo hog. Alright. I think I'm going to go with the stealth camo hog myself. I like that. Yeah, maybe I'll pick the livery first. So, I do like the classic look though, in the metal. Stealth camo hog for 26,220. I just like that one. As far as colors go, a lot of people wonder about camo or not. I personally find that it really doesn't make a difference. People see you on the map, people see you on their homing detection and all kinds of different things. Plus, when you're close enough to tell the paint job, you're usually close enough that people know you're there. So, to me, camo doesn't really make much of a difference. But I suppose it might help that 1-2%, I guess you could say, right? So some people might go with something like chrome. And people think that the reflection helps hide you in the clouds and in the sky when people are looking up at you. But like I said, minimal effect. Some people might pick a diamond blue, and I don't know if it'll show up right with this camo. I don't think so. But something like a white blue, something like that might match the kind of blue sky kind of idea. And then of course there's just matte black if you want something that goes with the night sky kind of thing. Yeah, so you can go through all the different colors, of course, on the aircraft. But I went with our stealth livery. Funky green. Debating on actually just getting rid of the shine altogether, giving it more stealth. Give it the matte black. It's funny, all these colors don't change anything. Just change the shine or no shine. These ones change colors, so it's strange that the matte doesn't show through at all. Weird. Well, it might be plain, but I think it's a little more stealthy, I think, than the shine to it. Oh, the brush black steel's not bad either. But that's definitely dark. Yeah. Indecisive. Yeah, I don't know. I think I will go with the brush black steel. I should probably get rid of the shine, but for some reason I like it. I want to keep it. 11,500. Yeah, she's a nice plane. Alright, secondary. And that'd be your tips in there. It looks like your extra fuel tanks, I guess they would be. Maybe bombs at the bottom there. Maybe I'll go through some brighter colors so you guys can see. Oh, again, it doesn't show up very well. I think the livery blocks it out. So chrome is our best bet. But hopefully you guys can see that in the engines and on the fuel tanks in the bottom and on the wingtips themselves. And I guess I got chrome. Didn't mean to press that exactly, but I was debating about it anyway. It doesn't look that bad. Or do I want the black tips? Black tips look nice. You could always change it to a red. Will it let me do any reds? No, not really. It must be that livery blacking them out. I'm not going anywhere. But actually, I do kind of like that chrome anyway. Kind of goes with it. It's subtle. Doesn't stand out too much like it usually would. It's just some tips. Wing tips and the engines. Alright, so that is everything. Let's take her back out. Here she is in the moonlight. Alright, very cool. Yeah, I like how the canopy opens backwards. Yeah, very awesome. In the moonlight. I think we'll try it out. Usually I take these things on a headhunter run, but I think maybe this time we'll try out one of the contact missions. They're on double money right now for the last day or two. So maybe we'll try some trash talk. Blow up some garbage trucks. Yeah, I do like that. Alright, well I'll see you guys back here in a second. I'm going to load up that mission. And then we'll try this out. I'll change to my flight suit. Trash talk. Alright, here should do. Let's leave the B-team van behind. Call in our B-11 Strikeforce. Through the vehicle menu. Interactive menu, vehicle menu. Should hopefully show up right here. So hopefully we don't have to run way over there. Yay. Alright, so we're in the middle of Trash Talk, which is a great mission to make some money on. And it's an easy mission once you know what's going on. And those are the 4 garbage trucks that we got to destroy. And then we're going to have to go over there and take out an enemy gang base somewhere around here. Somewhere in this area. And I figured it's a great little test for our B-11. So yeah, so it's definitely so at least you don't have to spend money on the missiles. So that's nice. You do have to spend money on the bombs and other things, but at least the missiles come included, and it doesn't make you limit. I thought it would limit us, but it actually doesn't. Things like the Kula, you have to pick either a barrage or homing missiles. So it's kind of nice that it gives you the choice. Yeah, your missiles. Explosive MG, of course, and missiles homing, and missiles barrage. Yep. And the barrage fires 7 missiles, but takes about 4 seconds to reload, but it is unlimited. The homing missiles, apparently, it usually limits it to 30. Now, I'm not sure on this mission it might let us have more. Sometimes it does. But generally speaking, on a free roam session, you can only have 30 homing missiles before you need to respawn the aircraft or land it at your hangar and then fly it back out again. But otherwise, the barrage is unlimited. It also has 50 bombs, too. Let's get in the air. Real smooth. Now, most people find that it actually does fly faster at the high radius, like at the high altitudes. And at the low altitudes, it seems to slow down a lot. which is kind of cool. That's the way it should be, so it kind of takes its time. And I've already found that too, but I'd have to play with it more to see if I agree or not. But so far I agree that it seems to slow down quite a bit at these slow speeds and low altitudes, which is perfect, you know, almost glider-like, which is exactly what you want for attacking things on the ground. Let's see if we can hit our first target. Well, maybe we'll start easy. Start with our homing missile. There's the garbage truck. Dead. Very cool. It has no, you know, you can hear the flames and everything. You can see the heat from the engines, but it has no flame back there or anything like that. So that's kind of cool. A little stealth-like. Should we try the barrage next, perhaps? Now, if you ask me, you'd probably start with the barrage at a high altitudes if you could help it. You know, in a perfect world, I guess you could say, you would come at a target with your barrage missiles and then switch to your guns. And then hit them like that. Let's see if I can circle that ground. And apparently it's got a pretty good air brake in the sense that it doesn't stall very easily. See, it takes it a while. Nope, we wanted to hit barrage, didn't we? See if we can slow down a little bit. Whoa! Oh, pulled up. I actually did stall it there. You're wondering. Yeah, it stalled and I had to abort the attack. But it pulled up real nicely. Yeah, saved the day. Ah, he's hidden on that side. He's behind the sign. Oh, I lost him. He's back there behind me. Yeah, aircraft move very fast. So let's see if we can line them up. These guys like to turn away from you a lot. Which, if you're on the ground, is what you should be doing. Trying to avoid letting them line up. See how he's turned away from me? And if you're ever on the ground and somebody's trying to strafe you, that's usually the best bet, is to keep turning. Don't let them line up with you. Now this whole time I could just homing missile them, just, you know, I'm just playing around with the aircraft. But I could already be done by now if I wanted to. Maybe we'll hit this guy who's just driving along, unaware. Toast. Along with the street light. This guy's in the neighborhood. Now the only downside to the Burt cannon, the explosive cannon here, is that it doesn't have the greatest range. But it's decent though. Nice. See? Toast. Just had to spray by him. But it has a slow fire rate, slower than it really should be, to be like its real life counterpart. So hopefully they increase that one day. That'd be nice. Let's use some chaps. I was going to go to cinematic, but it won't let us. It wants us to take out the target. Don't see anybody. He's on this side. There he is. Used to a lot of helicopters lately, so gotta align myself differently with planes. They move much faster. Oh. Getting around the corner again on us. Yeah, handle's real nice. Smooth flying. And this is with the stunt, or the race handling too. Oh, just a little bit too fast still. came out of the bridge too soon. I probably could have ducked down and got him, but I don't feel like crashing today. Maybe we should bomb him. So, yeah, using this on ground targets, you could use a combination of dive bombing in a sense. You can use a combination of barrage. A whole bunch of different things. Along with the Burt cannon, of course. Which is a great gun, but not as good as people wanted it to be. Yep, take that. Oh, have to wait for it to reload for the chaff. Alright. Now we are en route to the enemy base. Now the enemy base has two vehicles that come in as backup. So I usually destroy them first because I happen to know where they are. Let's see if we can find them in the air. No, that's not them. That's the main base. Up here. There they are. Those two guys. Bye. There's two vehicles full of guys. Alright. Burt cannon time. Where are they? Right down here. That's fun. I don't know if this is going to work. Uh-oh. It would have worked if I pulled up sooner. Oh well. Oh, you didn't see that. You didn't see that. Uh-oh. They're coming for me. Where's my vehicle? Give me my vehicle. It's gonna spawn behind me, I know it. Stop shooting at me. Ouch. Ouch. B-team, man. Help. Help. Alright. Conveniently enough, I think we're actually pretty close to a spawn point. Aircraft spawn points are different. So you do need a hangar for this vehicle, too. If that wasn't already there, it's not a Pegasus vehicle. Unfortunately, you do need a hangar for it. And with the personal aircraft, they have certain spawn points around the map. But some of them, depending on the size of the aircraft, can do more than others. So, I don't know if I've ever spawned a plane over here. Hopefully it works. Maybe you guys already know. I'm trying to remember, is it this spot or the next one down? I think it's this spot. So I gotta get out of the personal vehicle we're already in. This annoys me, as I've mentioned before. I really think Rockstar to fix it or let you have both at the same time or something. Nope, not Thunder. Oh, I know what the problem is. Gotta get it fixed. Morse. Somebody crashed my plane.
Morse Mutual. We're here to help.
I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Vehicle menu. Gotta get used to it. After a while you start knowing it. If you know what I mean. You get a new vehicle in there and then you can find it easier. Let's have an ego chaser. Here we go. Alright. There we go. That was the problem before. We weren't in full pilot mode. And apparently, yes, you can spawn these aircraft right here. That's good to know. My meth lab is not very far from here. Wonder if those guys are on foot chasing me down or not, or if they went back. Well, it sets me this way. I don't know, hopefully we got enough room. Should. Oh yeah, she just wants to take off. no time. Okay, turn on homing, which is a great little radar system, not just for missiling. Oh, yeah, see? There'd be targets down there. So homing can always help you find enemies without having to see them. Let's see. Guys down there. Big Dan. I don't think I've ever killed them that far from their base. Ran this mission many times. No, there's still some more in the base. That's good. Oh, a couple more outside of it. Alright, back to the fun. What is that? That's the flying missing sock. Watch out for the telephone poles. They are deadly. Streetlights break, telephone poles not so much. Should slow it down. Maybe let's bring out our landing gear. I can already feel that pulling me down, which sometimes is exactly what you want. Let's bring it down here. Fire a couple of those in there. Small arms fire. So like I said, she's very tough, but you do have to watch out for body damage. You know, it can knock off your flaps and things like that and make the plane hard to fly or impossible to fly. But otherwise, it could take a lot of hits. Yeah, there's a couple more kills. At least one there. Now after I kill this garbage truck, there is a crew boss that tries to flee and you've got to kill him. And I've had times in the past where if I killed him from the air, it would fail the mission. But I'm going to kill him from the air anyway. Lately I've been doing it and it's been working, so I don't know, Rockstar might have fixed it, because lately it's been not giving me any problems. So where is that last? Oh, it's inside the hangar, that's why. Turn around here. Slow down some more. See if I can get a lock. Oh, I did have a lock. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, A-10. You can do it. This is the base, but everybody's dead. Ah, that's why. Because there's the garbage truck back there. Yeah, okay, well. Oops, I knew that. Yeah, I think she's stuck. I don't think I'm going to get her out of here. Could take some wiggling moves, but I think she's done for. Well, for a newbie B-11 pilot, I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, 2 thumbs up. So you might want to grab one or wait for the next sale and grab one then. Too bad I can't wiggle it around the corner. I'm sure I could. Let's go get that crew chief. I guess we're too close to our other vehicle. Again, that whole aircraft and personal ground vehicle, I wish they could have overlap or both at the same time. need him. Hey, you! Oh, he survived that. Almost nobody survives that. Hey, come back here. Come back here. I'm a trained B-11 pilot. Can't you tell? That's why I gotta use knife. There we go. Oh, there you go, everybody. The lamest finish I could come up with. But yeah, I do love that plane. That is a lot of fun. Definitely 2 thumbs up. I like it. Let's head back to free mode. Yeah, so I gotta watch and get used to the swooping maneuvers, but otherwise that's pretty cool. Awesome. Uh-oh. I forgot about that one. Oh, I think it's going to fall on us. I got to practice. Definitely. Got to practice some more. See a little peace symbol right at the end of the gun? That's pretty cool, too. That's funny. Yep, peace by force. The peacemaker. Alright. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'm the Missing Sock, and thanks for watching our A-10, our B-11 Strikeforce video. We'll see you again for the next episode and for our Thursday Newswires. Yep, there's that peace symbol right there. Yeah, I'll just go into first person here. There. Peace through superior firepower. That's just what I was saying. Awesome. Awesome. So get one when you can afford one. They're definitely well worth it, if you ask me. It's hard to say what the best dogfighter is, though. You know, a lot of people talk about it. A lot of people think it's this one. But mind you, a lot of people still think it's the Pyro. And a lot of people think you're better off with the Oppressor Mark IIs. So it's really hard to say. It really depends on personal pilot choice, I guess you could say, and whether or not you're talking about over the course of an hour, like spawning in the vehicle over and over, or if you're talking about 1 versus 1, you know, whereas whoever dies first is the end. You know, 2 different things, because the Mark II Oppressor, one of its advantages for the Oppressors is that you can keep on spawning them in over and over and over as part of your MC club with no cooldown timer or anything. Whereas something like this, I have to go to a certain spot to be able to spawn one in. So it's kind of a pain by comparison. Yeah. But either way, I definitely approve of it. If you ask me, this is more of a ground support, so a ground attack aircraft, which is very cool. Yeah, very, very cool. All right, everybody. Well, I think that covers everything to do with it. Hopefully that gives you guys a good idea on what you want to do with yours, and if you want to buy one or not. But I definitely recommend them. You might want to wait for the next sale, though. 3.8 million is a bit expensive, but I think it's worth it. But I think it's much better at 2 million. Yeah, obviously. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Big love to all our Patreon supporters out there, too. Woo. Take care, everybody. See you soon. Oh, we'll go off the regular runway. Even though she really doesn't need it. Like, it's like within 10 feet it's ready to lift up. Let's see how quickly I can get off the ground. So, and go. Look at that. Like, you know, less than 10 feet. That's crazy. And rotate. Very cool. I'm just kind of playing around with it. This is probably the easiest aircraft I've ever flown in cinematic view before. it's like really good. Now, let's see. Let's just turn around and land again. Oh, I killed the engine there. There we go. That is awesome. Just incredibly easy to control. Take care, everybody. See you again soon. Almost. But she doesn't mind. Oh, watch out for the river. Where are we? Oh, we're being shot by rednecks. Help. I need backup air support. No, not you, LJD.
I don't know if you're saving up.
No, go away, LJD. I'm busy. Not the sport I'm looking for. It's like crazy. Everything's okay. Awesome. I really didn't think I was getting out of there. Yeah, got some air holes now. Losing power. Right engine's more damaged than left. I think we're gonna make it just fine. Oh, I'm definitely losing some power. Now it's pulling to the right. It's not just visual anymore. Oh, got landing gear down. All right, Charlie, fix her up. That is too much fun.